Yo. What's good with y'all? Back at it with another collective reading. Y'all been good? That's what's up. I've been decent. You could be unsure right now. When it comes to matters of the heart. And then there's also things that are transpiring right now, as well as things that you need to take care of right now. This could be donations, generosity, people giving back. This could be someone being a miracle in your life. Things of that nature. Or receiving some divine assistance. All right, let's get into this reading. Some of you all are finding it very difficult to work with the individuals that you're around. Or you could see that every time where your services is needed, others that are around you are trying to find ways to outsource you. They don't want you to realize how influential you are. The skills and the abilities that you have and able to get things done. So they would rather outsource you and pay other people before ever paying you, because they don't want you to know what you're worth. Perhaps because they don't have any self-worth, and that's what they're trying to acquire through finances, or think that that can be acquired, or think that that's something that can be acquired. For others, the people that you're doing business with, in business with, dealing with, they're breadcrumbing you. This is about to be made known to you. This is something that's going to reveal itself to you. You can have individuals that are coming into your life who are willing to pay you for what you're asking for, or willing to compensate you for what you're asking, maybe even more. But I feel as though that some of you all could be dealing with individuals who are breadcrumbing you on purpose so that you stay at a certain level, so that you can't acquire the things that you need to acquire, or they think that you need to acquire to get to the next level, and that kind of shit. This is a father, religion, a high pope, old traditions. People could be, this could be like the way of life, like their way of life. Like they came up around oppressive individuals, so all that they can do is oppress you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like being raised by narcissistic people and becoming one. Or being raised by psychopaths and becoming a psychopath. But you seem to be the individual that didn't take to, or you didn't follow their lead. You didn't allow other individuals to compromise your mental state of being, your emotional state of being, no matter how hellish things got. It was said that he had to go to hell to get the keys. So if you feel as though that you've been through a hellish situation that perhaps lasted longer than you expected it to, wanted it to, there were keys that you were supposed to get from that experience, or that you got in that experience, or it gave you more experience. This is predicated upon religious holds, confirmation with Cody. This is predicated upon people wanting to hold their position in life that they've obtained through either traditional ways, through certain schools and classings, like say for instance, like confirmation, how main science doesn't want to accept a lot of the things that they already knew, but they were trying to hide from everybody else for as long as they could, because they would have to rewrite shit and probably have to write you in, holding more than they hold. I mean, but they don't hold the pen, so it's not up to them if you get written in the story or not. But these are individuals who could probably have been trying to write you out of the story, probably even trying to write you out of your own story. Confirmation. Yeah, these people's perspective and perception can't be altered or changed. The way that they see you, it won't be altered or changed, because it just won't. There's light versus dark. You're of the light, obviously. They're of the dark, obviously. There's times when you can convert, but this isn't a convertible situation. This is a lesson. This is something that you're supposed to witness and make judgments predicated upon, making sure that you don't go down the same path that you've seen these people go down. You could have been put at the end of their story or known them their entire story, and you're realizing how everything makes sense, or their characteristics, or they hold a strong archetype. And by analyzing this individual, learning about this individual, being put in the same environment as them, you've gained wisdom that is necessary for moving forward. Probably because there's going to be a lot of individuals in that space that you're going, whether this is career field, whether this is your skill level, or just the way of life, living, lifestyle, things of that nature. There's going to be individuals that's going to be around you that has these kinds of characteristics, and you're going to need to know how to recognize it right off bat so that you don't affiliate yourself with these people, something like that. You've been doing what you love, what you've been chosen to do. This is higher calling. This is something divine, and people don't necessarily like that about you. One, they don't like it about you because you're connected to which they can't see, something that they've been like, guessing at. And not only do you do what you love, or are you doing what you love, being compensated correctly for what you love. This is something you're supposed to be doing. It's not like these other people who aren't following their life callings. That's probably why they're upset and they're mad, because they're contracted to other things. They've sold out. These individuals have given away the essence, the very essence that brings life, gives life, is life to something or someone else. And now their only job is to do the same to you, or try to compromise you as an individual. These are the true, one could say, holy wars. Or these individuals think that they're righteously justified, or they're trying to use their doctrines to justify their actions when their actions are in complete opposition of that which they say they stand for, if that makes any sense. All of your heart's desires are being granted, are being given to you, coming true. Victories, successes, triumphs, trophies, recognition, credited, being credited for your music, being credited for your art, being credited for your actions, your works, and getting to experience and enjoy the bliss and wonders of life. Getting a chance and having the ability to relax and not being tied to, okay, well, I have to do this or I have to do that. You know, this is more so going with the flow, but the flow is something that you created. Receiving everything that you've asked for, worked for, wished for. This is definitely business related, as well as related to your passions, your heart's desires, things of that nature. One more card. Yeah. Everything must come to an end. There's about to be some radical endings, as well as unexpected losses. This could be physical. This could be financial. This is not on your end, though. I don't feel as though that you are receiving this, more so than something that you're witnessing. Things are coming to an end. That which can no longer hold on, you have to let go of. Dramatic and drastic changes for the better. Endings. The cycle of oppression for some of you all is over. The cycle of feeling obligated to demons is over. Some of you all could have been dealing with some heavy spell work from all ends of the spectrums, from covens to religious groups to ex-people that you affiliated with. They were all attacking you. And this could be disheartening, but it's made you who you are. So I guess that you have your enemies to thank, or you're an individual who's thankful, because through that you've been shown your resilience. Through that you've been shown how far and how further you can go. That you truly have no limits, that you truly cannot be extinguished. You're a flame that eternally burns. If you like what we do and you would like to donate, feel free to do so. If you would like a more personal reading, links are in the description below, as well as prices are in the description below. Join the schools, check out the schools, check out the free information that we have, check out the occult library that we have. You can ask the owl different esoteric, occult, ancient wisdom questions pertaining to those types of things. Anything spirituality. Join the tarot classes. We have tarot classes. We'll get to some readings. Check out the readings. We also have lunar cycles in there. We have Mercury, you dig, so you can check on the precession of Mercury. If it's a couple days away from being in retrograde, if it's not already in retrograde. I was just checking that not too long ago. But very helpful tools. Very helpful. The schools. You can learn pyrokinetics, telekinetics, pyrokinetic, telekinesis, flying, Reiki healing. There's different courses that you can take. Most of the courses are 12-week courses. But yeah, hope he helped.